What's going on, YouTube? So today I hit 2,000 again, finally. If you're new to my channel, my peak was 2133 Blitz. I'm clearly not close to that right now. Got busy with school stuff, chest decline. I'm trying to build it back up right now. I have a tournament next week, and I've just been playing a lot, reading a lot. I might get chestful soon. But anyways, this is the game that got me back to 2,000. Before we get into this, make sure you subscribe if you want to. A like, please, if you enjoy the video. Comment, share with your friends. Do interact at all. Any metric really helps me a lot as a small creator. Almost at 30 subscribers, 28, I believe, this morning. So thank you so much for the support. I know it seems like a small number, but to me, to get that many people to already, just after like a week or two of doing this, it feels very positive for me. But let's go to the video, or the game. They go d4. I went pawn to d5. Oh, I'll show the accuracy. So this was a 92% accuracy for me. This is a shorter game, honestly, but it was the game that got me there. And the game before that was not worth showing at all. So I ended up winning, but it was like 4 blunders, 3 mistakes. We both played bad. But this game, this opening, that's also I paid. This is a Levitsky attack. In the 2023 US Open, I lost my last game because of this opening. I didn't know what to do. So every time I see this, I get reminded of that pain that I felt when I lost this game, because that was the first time I ever saw it in the US Open, which sounds crazy, Levitsky attack. It's not even like this amazing opening, but I just had never seen it before, so it really threw me off. So now when I play it, I know a little bit more. I'll go c6. No, you actually go knight f6. I just put this in the engine. Not knight c6. You can go knight f6. Excuse me. This is actually the best move. But if you see the evaluation, if they take, which I was worried about, after this is fine. Maybe not the best move, but it's the move that you can do. So I go c6 anyways. They go knight here to c3, go bishop to f5, pawn here to e3, pawn to h6, queen here to b6, and pawn here to e6. So I figured out the wow, I'm so excited to talk about this game. Okay. I figured out the configuration to stop this attack when I lost it, and today too as well. You need to get the queen out, get the bishop out, so that you can go e6 and go here because the knight protects. Because if the knight didn't protect, then the king would have to take. So let's say, for instance, this, I'm just going to, just for an example, this is obviously, would never happen for a multitude of reasons. But, oh, okay. Alright, so now, this, you don't want to do. Was this check or something? Oh no, it's white's turn. Okay, now this is not something you would want to do. I probably gonna that way quicker because of this. Now maybe you could have seen that, but I just thought it'd be cool to show it, honestly. But anyways, now I can go bishop e7 because as we just showed, the knight can take back, whereas the king is not taken away, it's castling square. They go bishop to g3. I go pawn here to a5. Now a5, the point of this was to prevent b4 from happening. I thought that they were looking for that. Their rook is behind it. Obviously, they moved the rook over to protect the b1 pawn, but I wanted to limit that. I didn't even consider knight f3, honestly, because I know that I can castle pretty much whenever. They're 2 moves away. There, and then castle. And I'm just here and then castle. So if they're not worried about castling, I try not to be worried about it. And maybe that's a bad mindset. And I'm like, if we're both out in the open, we both have the same weaknesses right now, so I'm not too concerned about that. But they take the knight, and I actually thought I blundered for a second because this is like my 3rd game of almost being there. Actually, I'll show you my my game log. You'll see I was like going back and forth, so I was right there a couple times, and then these draws were like, some of these I should have won. So that, just to put in perspective, I was like, oh, did I mess this up again? I was about to be 2,000 and I messed it up again, but I didn't this time. I take the knight. I realized, okay, they just took a knight. I'm doing all right. That was not intentional to rhyme, but it did. But they go pawn to h3. I go knight here to f6. Knight here to f3. I castle, and they go knight in. Now, this is where I started to get a little worried, a little in my head, because they now have not castle, as I mentioned earlier. But I did castle. Something I need to remember, and that I want to let other people know as well, is when you castle early, they can run their pawns on the board, which they do. And this person loses, but you can also lose because they mess up. I don't know if the attack even worked, but I realized after that it was possible. It unlocked the memory of playing another game like that. So I go c5. Sometimes the best defense is a counterattack. I Got ahead of myself there. I'm trying to attack that. The knight and the bishop, they will act. Well, you'll see shortly. They can activate. They go g4. I drop back when I should have just taken this pawn, but I didn't even consider it, honestly. I just wanted to get my bishop safe. Thought I had a lot of pieces here, so I wasn't too worried. But after f4, I did get worried for a split second. And then I realized I can do this. Wait, no. Why do I not do capture? I don't know why. Oh, I remember why I don't capture. I don't capture because I wanted to protect this forking square. Because say my knight, this, I would never do this. So another example. Oh, is it my turn? Yeah. So I go knight there. Is this not losing? Huh. This is actually not that bad. According to the... I'm winning. Yeah, but I didn't know that. Maybe you could have seen that, but I would not have guessed letting them fork me was a good idea. I wonder if that before f4 was that a problem. So here, there, here. This is still not even that bad. That's okay. So I was just wrong there. When I was playing it, it did not feel like letting them fork me was a good idea. But it was okay. They go f4, which is a mistake, as we mentioned. Little rook overly reacting to this fork potential. Bad move. We also talked about that. They go pawn here to g5, and now I decide to take, which is a great move. Letting them take felt wrong. So if I move my knight back and let them take... Oh, I'm not supposed to... Yeah, the issue is they're also not castled. Okay, so I think I was fine no matter what happened because of how undeveloped they are. Usually when someone does that, they have castled queenside, but I realized they couldn't because after the rook goes over. You can't castle queenside when the rook moves. So I take the pawn, they take the pawn, and I go knight here, which is a mistake. I'm still winning. The idea was I have this square potentially, I could take this potentially, and going back felt very slow. It felt very defensive when my whole approach to this game was to counterattack versus defend, because I didn't know if I could defend it. I'm also attacking this pawn, so forcing them to make a decision. They decided to take my knight, which is a good move, and they should have went queen here to h5. They went here. I think I just would have went here, or no, I probably could have went here. But I was fine either way. They just don't have enough pieces because I have these two bishops that are right by my king. This rook can come over. This knight can drop back. My queen is 3 moves away, and they do not have checkmate in 3 moves. So I could probably... Is it 3 moves away? What? If I want to move the rook there... I mean, not 3, but it could get there before they get a checkmate. But they capture with the knight. I capture with the bishop. And they go rook g1, which is a mistake. They should have dropped the rook. Again, that's just kind of hard to see. But I think the idea is bishop d... Or I can actually show it. Bishop d3. If I take, then maybe it's queen here. Yeah, that's the issue there. So even pushing, they could sacrifice. So that's why that was the trap idea. But if they did go there, then I probably would... What would I do? Probably just take. Or no, I shouldn't take. I should do bishop d6. Wow, I wouldn't have played that. I'll be honest. Would not have played bishop d6. But luckily, that doesn't happen. They go rook over. I take this pawn in the center. I go rook here to c8. And you see the eval bar. I'm completely winning. I'm looking to get a fork here. This is weak. And they go bishop d3. Yeah, they go bishop d3. And this is just really game over. Because after taking here, it's a fork. I'm attacking this. I took a pawn. I'm attacking the rook. I'm attacking the knight. Protecting the bishop. They take the bishop. For a split second. No, I saw this the whole time. I was like, well, is taking this safer? But then I decide it's not, because this is also protected by the pawn. So I take the rook first, trade the queens, and take the bishop. As you see, I'm like, yeah, this is very hard to lose. There are no easy checkmates. There's no easy attacks for white. They take my rook. I take their rook. They go pawn here to a4. No, h4, excuse me. Their knight drops back. I go pawn here to f6, trying to trade pieces off. One thing that I have an issue with is when I'm up, I tend to play differently, and I'm trying to change that. So I took a very practical approach here. Trade off the pawns. Don't worry about material, just win the game. I take with the pawn again. Like, doesn't matter, because I could have that, but I didn't want isolated pawns. Playing like I'm down, playing smart, allowing myself to connect very quickly. They go king 4, I go rook over. They take the free pawn, and after pawn here, king f3, they resign soon. Yeah, they resign now, as they just have no way to come back. I'm going to gobble up these pawns. They actually can really... These pawns are doing a good enough job stopping them, but I'm going to go and take those soon. So yeah, I was able to get this win. I'm back to 2,000 on the dot. So this is obviously not mid-2000s or 2,100 like I was, but it is just good to know that I'm still of that caliber. I've been going. I was 1836 sometime last week. I was just losing, and the whole time I was like, I'm not this level. I know I'm a little bit higher. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I felt that I was a little bit better than that, and I wasn't showing it, and it feels good to do so. Oh, the big issue was my brain was not working all the way quick enough. I would say, not that it wasn't working, but I usually am someone who could time people out, and I was like down 4 minutes to 2 minutes a lot. So it took me a while to get my quickness back, but it is. So thank you for watching. I hope you could enjoy my content. If you did, please like, please subscribe, please share with people. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, almost at 30 subscribers. So thank you so much for the support. Have a good one.